Ashley is on everyone's mind as a development has come out in the case of current Jackson State Athletic Director Ashley Robinson and his connection to the job, the athletic director job over at Prairie View A&M. We've got to talk about it because this is getting serious after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button as you come into the room. Like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, as of this recording, Ashley Robinson is the current athletic director at Jackson State. But there are new reports that Ashley Robinson could be wanting that old thing back. He could be wanting that old thing back. He could be headed back to Prairie View, where he was once the athletic director from 2013 to 2018. Let me go ahead and let's just pull up the tweet. This was the tweet that kind of got things interesting today. Today being Monday, the day before SWAC Media Day. And this is what kind of got things popping. A tweet that's been seen over 30,000 times as of this recording. Let me go ahead and share my screen and show you. This tweet was put out by the Mike Prince Show. The Mike Prince Show, based out of Prairie View, said, breaking report. Multiple sources have indicated that Prairie View A&M University will soon announce Ashley Robinson to return in the role of athletic director. Stay tuned for more information. Now, this Ashley Robinson going back to Prairie View thing isn't something new, at least for the last few days, but probably for the last week or so. There have been reports that Prairie View wanted to bring Ashley back. Prairie View had their eyes on Ashley Robinson for their open athletic director position. And, a lot of the JSU faithful kind of just brushed it off. It's like, yo, why would Ashley Robinson, who left Prairie View for us, why would Ashley Robinson, who was a native of Jackson State, in our current athletic director, want to go back to Prairie View? That didn't make any sense. And, it was good. I mean, it was rightfully so for them to think like that. That's just not how life works. It's just not how life works. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how life works. Ashley Robinson was last at Prairie View in 2018. That was 5 years ago. I don't know about you, but in the last 5 years, a lot of things have changed. A ton of things have changed in the world, in his life, in my life, in your life. A lot of things have changed. And so in that change, maybe Ashley Robinson sees himself back at Prairie View. Now, nothing is official. Nothing is official. This is just a report by the Mike Prince Show, a show based out of Prairie View, Texas, a show that obviously has connections, has ties to Prairie View. So but they feel good enough to tweet out something like this, and it's got people, the SWAC, buzzing. Now, the title of this whole entire video is, why would Ashley Robinson leave Jackson State, a school that he left Prairie View for to come to, leave this school, then to go back to Prairie View? Well, there's a couple of things that just ponder with me for a second, because I don't know Ashley. I don't know I don't know anything about him besides he's a really good AD. He's a really good AD, and now he's caught in between two great institutions. Two institutions that he's led to prominence, two institutions that he's had really good relationships with and done really great things at both schools. And so here's just my thoughts just about Ashley Robinson. Could he leave Jackson State for Prairie View? Absolutely. Absolutely he could. There's no doubt about it that he could. Maybe Ashley, who is a native of Jackson, Mississippi, maybe Ashley, who came to Jackson State in 2018, feels like he's done his job. Feels like he's maximized everything that he could possibly do at Jackson State and wants to go have a chance to do some things that he maybe wasn't able to do in his first go around at Prairie View. Maybe he feels that way. Maybe Ashley likes living in Texas over Mississippi. That seems trivial, right? But maybe that is the truth. He spent 5 years at Prairie View. Maybe Ashley is setting himself up to continue to rise up as far as the SWAC went. Maybe he doesn't see himself just being an athletic director. We know another former AD at Prairie View rose to become the commissioner of the SWAC, that being Charles McClellan, the current commissioner of the SWAC. So maybe Ashley sees that as a same similar style of rank and the same similar style of path to become maybe the commissioner of the SWAC or maybe the commissioner of another conference. I don't know. These are just things that are going through my head. These are all things that are clearly going through and that are being processed by Ashley Robinson himself. And so there's a number of things. Another thing too, we saw what the impact of hiring a guy like Deion Sanders did for Jackson State. It was amazing. I mean, it was a 2-year run for the history books, literally history books. And with that hiring of Deion Sanders, Ashley Robinson became a made man. He became a made man in athletics in Jackson, Mississippi. If he wasn't already, he became one then and there. And after that 2-year run, maybe he feels like a job is well done and it's time for him to move on to a different type of challenge. I don't know. These are just things that are pondering through my mind. Another thing that is pondering through my mind is that Ashley was able to commit, because Deion always talks about how Ashley Robinson is the reason why he came to Jackson. He talks about how much his infinity with Ashley, right? He loves Ashley Robinson, at least outwardly, at least in public. He really loves Ashley Robinson. I don't know. You can call me a conspiracy theorist, but let me throw this out there to you. Deion Sanders is currently at Colorado. He's going to have at least a 3 to 4 year run at Colorado, good or bad, good, bad, or indifferent. They're going to give him 3 to probably 4 years. Let's say 3 years, 4 years from now, Deion flames out at Colorado. They aren't as good as he's hyping them up to be. They don't have the wins that he expected to have. They don't have the results that he expected to have. They don't do the things that he in Colorado expect him to do. And he flames out and they decide to part ways. But we know he can't go back to Jackson State. And let's say TC is killing it at Jackson State. They don't want him back. They're killing it with TC. Where does Deion live? Where does Deion Sanders live? He had a house in Jackson. He's got a house out in Colorado. But he lives in Texas. Where's Prairie View at? Oh, it just happens to be in Texas. So I don't know. Let's just say in 3 to 4 years, maybe, if Ashley Robinson does decide to take this job, there's no saying he won't, but say he does decide to take this job, and Deion and Colorado flame out and they part ways. I don't know. Could there be a reunion of Coach Prime and Ashley Robinson just in a different location, just in a different area code in Texas? Deion's already shown he can recruit. He can recruit, and you don't think he can recruit Texas? He can recruit Texas pretty well. I don't know. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. That is just a theory. Now, if I'm Prairie View, you got to get this done. Because the longer this takes, the less likely it is to happen. You got to get it done. I get it. You got SWAC Media Day. You want to get past that? You don't want to be too much of a distraction for Bubba McDowell and your team and Jackson and their team during SWAC Media Day. But the day after, you got to announce that Ashley Robinson's your new AD. Because the longer it takes, the longer you allow him to simmer and allow it to bubble and allow it to the reports and videos like this to come out, the more noisy it gets and the uglier it gets, and it just doesn't, it's not going to hit the same. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. But it's an old adage, though. There is an old adage in sports and life, where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, at first, they thought it was a little smoke. You know what I'm saying? They're interested in Ashley. Of course, they're supposed to be interested in Ashley. Maybe they want that old thing back. You know what I'm saying? But now, there seems to be real smoke, like a whole lot of smoke going on with this Ashley Robinson and Prairie View. So much so that the Mike Prince show is saying that it's a done deal, pretty much. But if you're Prairie View, you got to get it done. And Prairie View has a lot of things to offer Ashley Robinson. Not to say, and this is one, it's a familiar face. You know what you're getting into when you go to Prairie View. You know the landscape, you know the people, you know the environment. You've been there. You were there from 2013 to 2018. You know it. You know it like the back of your hand. Two, there's another thing. They're probably upping the ante. From what I understand, from the knowledge that Prairie View's got a nice chunk of change. And maybe they can make Ashley Robinson an offer he just simply can't refuse when it comes to power, when it comes to, his authority and what he'll be allowed and able to do, and when it comes to financials. I mean, Ashley Robinson is a man with a family, wife, kids. Financials mean a lot. And he's hot right now. Coming off of 80 of the year, he's hot right now. And so it's good to strike while the iron's hot, and maybe they can offer him a financial package that Jackson State simply can't. And maybe he wants to get out of his hometown and go back to a place that he is familiar with, a place that he had success at, a place that he knows very well, in a place that maybe he feels he can continue to build that program in a way 5 years ago when he left that he couldn't do. Now, 5 years, he's got more skin in the game, he's got more experience, he's got more accolades, and maybe he has more cachet to pull in a name at one of these positions, whether it's basketball coach, women's basketball coach, football coach. We're not going to fire anybody, but I don't know. These are just thoughts. These are just thoughts on why he could potentially want to leave JSU to go back to Prairie View, a place that he was previously at. But these are all things that he has to contemplate. If you're Prairie View, you got to get it done, though. You cannot let this linger, because the longer you let it linger, the less likely you are to grab them. If you're JSU, man, you got to talk to your interim president and try to get Ashley to stay, because Ashley's been killing it since he's been at Jackson. He's been killing. He's done a really, really good job since 2018 as the athletic director of Jackson State. We got to do whatever you got to do to try to keep Ashley Robinson to stay. If not, you may be losing him to a conference rival and have him build up that conference rival the same way that he built up your program. But this is all interesting. This is something to keep an eye on. Like I said, as of now, Ashley Robinson is currently still the AD at Jackson State. How long will that title last? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Ashley Robinson potentially leaving JSU to go back to that old thing at Prairie View A&M. My name is Jeff JeffLightsYjr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr, YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe before you get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.